Good morning. I want to go over with you Ecclesiastes chapter 3 today. I want to go over two important factors in this passages that we're going to go over. The first, and we read in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1 is the summary of these. It says, "To everything that there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven." So there is a season, a set time for this, and then there's a purpose. So there's a season and a purpose. So, and it goes through this, and it says there's a time to, a time to, a time to. So to keep from doing that, there's a positive side and then there's a negative side. So let's go over each side. So it's kind of like the negative of both. So the first one in verse 2, it says, "To born, to die." The next is to plant, to pluck, to heal, to kill, to build up, to break down, to laugh, to weep, to dance, to mourn, to gather stones, to cast away stones, to embrace or to refrain from embracing or to push away, to get or to lose, to keep or to cast away, to sow, to rend, to speak and to keep silent, to love, to hate, and for peace and for war. So for every positive, there is a negative side to it. Now, when you go through life, we tend to want to hold on to the positive. We tend to want to hold on to everything that brings us joy, like peace and love, and that you like to embrace, and the dancing and the laughing and all of those things that you put into the positive side. And you like, these are all the things that I want in my life. And verse 1 says that there is a season and a purpose to it. Now, if you've ever had to deal with somebody of loss, for the very first one to be born, bringing home a newborn baby, or, it's, you go and, oh, it's so amazing. But then later on, you mourn for them, the death. Some of them can, some of the negatives can combine, some of the positives can combine. But when you go through loss, and you go through death, some of the negative things that we went over, you can help them in their season. See, in your season, you may be going over death right now. Death right now and loss and weeping may be your season right now. And you may not like that. You might not like that as your season. You might, go against it, and you're like, and I want to be, I want to have the positive side. I want to laugh. I want to dance. I want to keep them. But if you don't go through the negative, and somebody else later on, their season may end up with loss and death and weeping, and your season is just coming out of it, you can help them in their season. See, the greatest thing to help somebody with is to have that season in your life, and you can help them in their season as well. So as their time is, your time may be coming through, and it's like a circle. But the greatest thing that you can help somebody is not to let the negative part of your season kind of go by the wayside. You can use that negative insight, and you can use that negative time to help build a positive for somebody later on. Now, I think the key to life is not to stay in a season very long. If you're weeping, gather around people. Let them help you out of your season. I know it says you're not supposed to forsake yourselves from the assembly of God. Come to church. People that have lost loved one, or kind of rely on each other, love on people, and you can come out of your season quicker. But if you want to stay in that season, you might not be able to help somebody later on. So my prayer for you would be that you would not see the negative so much, but that you would turn that negative into a positive, and that you would help somebody along the way of some of the negative things that you've had to go through in your life. Because each person's season is different. So that's my prayer for you, to turn a negative into a positive and help somebody along the way. I thank you so much for watching. May God bless you, and I hope you have a good day.